Okay, so here we are, ready to go into the article itself. Just in case you didn't find the article yet, here we are in 4-6 weeks, dystopian fiction. We're going to go to introductory materials, and in those introductory materials, we are going to open up this article right here. We're going to download that. I happen to already have it, and it will look something like this. Okay, so this asks you to do three things. It asks you to say what the article is saying, or what the author is saying. That's right here. That's our paraphrase. Then it's going to say, what does the author do? And it's going to ask you to use a verb from the verb list. And then it's going to say, what does this mean? Okay? Today, I just want you to get the paraphrasing done, and I want you to get the do done. Okay, those two things I want you to have ready to go for tomorrow, because those of you who do not have Literature Circle tomorrow, you are going to be going on to the next step. Okay, so let's take a look. First, the verb list that I just mentioned. It's all the way down here at the bottom. See right here? Here's our verb list, okay? Now, if you don't know what one of these verbs means, and you're looking at that verb list, you should probably look it up. There are dictionaries available, you have computers available, you have your phones available. You have every opportunity here for you to understand what it is that's being asked of you. So, that's my expectation, and I know that you guys can live up to that expectation. All right, with that being said, let's go back up to the top here. All right, so paraphrase what the author says. So we have to have basic meaning, basic comprehension, and we can't get into the do before we have the basic comprehension. So let's go ahead and take a look. Here's my title, Dystopian Fiction, an Introduction. John Joseph Adams is the author, and he wrote this back in 2011. Now you'll notice it has 12 comments, favorite this, and that's because I took this directly off of a blog site. Okay, so let's get into it. It says here, the roots of the word dystopia, dys and topia, are from the ancient Greek for bad and place, and so we use the term to describe an unfavorable society in which to live. Dystopia, well, hold on. Then he gets ready to tell me what it's not. Well, I just kind of want to know what this is right here. So, we're over here on my paraphrasing. Alright, over here on my paraphrasing, I'm going to say let's not bold. The root words mean bad place. And what else did he say? Well, that's pretty much it. That's good. Now, let's go here. Dystopia is not a synonym for post-apocalyptic. It is also not a synonym for a bleak or darkly imagined future. So, he's telling me two things that a dystopia is not. Dystopia is not a synonym. I don't know about you guys, but occasionally I misspell that word. It's not a synonym for post-apocalyptic or dark future. Okay? It is, okay, so now he's back to telling me what it is. Right up here he told me what it wasn't. Now he's going to tell me what it is. It is society actively working against protagonist's aims and desires. So now I'm going to put that in my own words. It is society against the protagonist. This oppression frequently is enacted by totalitarian or authoritarian government. Okay, so now we've got often it is totalitarian government. Okay, often it's a totalitarian government results in loss of civil liberties. All right, they said that right here. Resulting in a loss of civil liberties and untenable living conditions. There's a word that I don't know. Untenable. I'm probably going to be looking that up to figure out what that means. Okay? Because if I'm a little shaky on what that word means, I'm almost guaranteeing you guys are a little shaky on it. Actually, I'm not shaky on it. I know what untenable means, but I know you guys don't. So go look it up. Okay? Caused by any number of circumstances such as the world overpopulation, such as laws controlling a person's sexual reproductive freedom, and living under constant surveillance. That one right there, living under constant surveillance, is a big one. We're going to be seeing that a lot in the books that we read, especially, well, actually, no, all three of the books that you guys are reading right now. Constant surveillance is a big part of that. Okay, so what do we have here for this? The paraphrase. The root words mean bad place. Dystopia is not a synonym for post-apocalyptic or dark future. Did I misspell apocalyptic? I sure did. I believe we're going to want to put a dash there. There we go. Or dark future. Is society against protagonist, often is totalitarian, government results in a loss of civil liberties. Boom, that pretty much seems to say exactly what this first paragraph says. Okay, now, what I want you to do is I want you to go through and do the same thing. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 more paragraphs, and I want you to do the same for all 4 of those paragraphs. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the video right here, and I'm going to wait for you, and when you come back, we're going to look at what the do section of this is. Okay? Alright, so I'm going to pause in 3, 2, 1. And we're back. Okay, so I'm going to take it that you guys have the rest of this filled in. I hope you weren't thinking that I would have mine filled in, because that's not the way that works. Let's take a look at the do section. What does the author do here? Using a verb from the verb list. So I've read this paragraph. I've paraphrased what it means. Now, what is the author trying to do? Is he analyzing or arguing, asking, asserting? He seems to be asserting. Asserting is when I'm making a case. And he seems to be making a case about what this is, because he says this is what it is, and then he goes, this is not what it is not, right? And I like that what it is not is also contrasting. Okay, so I'm going to go up here, and I'm going to say right here, I'm going to say that he is, let's put that on the left, asserting, no, not was bold, asserting what dystopia is. And then I'm going to put contrasting what dystopia is not. Okay, and I'm going to put a line. How do I put a line on here? Looking. I might not actually be able to do that. Oh, here we go, line. So I'm going to put from right here to right here. I'm just going to put that one right there. And let's go ahead and format that. And then I'm going to insert another one of those. Shape, line, and I'm going to go right here to what it is not. We're going to contrast, or we're going to format that. And you know what? I think I'm going to use, we'll use the same one. Boom. Contrasting what a dystopia is not. And then, let's look at my other verbs here. Right here it says, it is a society actively working against the protagonist's aims and desires. This oppression frequently is enacted by totalitarian or authoritarian government. Huh. What are my verbs here? Doesn't seem to be comparing or concluding yet. Concluding is something that would happen at the end. He's not demonstrating yet. I'll bet that he's going to do some demonstrating later on. And he hasn't given us much details yet. So he hasn't developed something yet. He might be doing some elaborating on his first point, because he says, this is what it is. He says, this is what it is, and then he says, this is what it's not, and then he goes back to what it is again, and he says, oh, well, it might be this, this, or this. I think he's kind of extending. That sounds like a good one. He is extending his argument. He is saying, this is what it is, and then he goes on to say, and it is these things here. So I'm going to say he's extending his argument. Or he's extending his definition of what dystopia is. All right. And now I'm going to insert my arrow to right here. Oh, that did something different for me this time. That's not what I want to do. Let's try that again. Line, solid line, color, black. Okay. And now I have that. All right, so there we go. And that is how we do that. Now what I want you to do is I want you to go through and do the rest of this for yourself. You've got 4 more paragraphs to do this on your own. I know you can do that. So I will see you tomorrow. If you don't get this done, we will have a little bit of time to work on it tomorrow, but not much, because you have other things to be doing, and especially those of you who have Literature Circle tomorrow. So I will see you tomorrow. I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.